Good evening, friends. I hope you are now prepared with completed reading of most of the articles appeared in today's Hindu and the Businessline editorials. I welcome you all to the Hindu and the Businessline editorial analysis on June 1st, 2022. This is a very auspicious time when we are discussing the editorials threadbare. The auspicious time means most of the students have gone to schools today and are celebrating their first day of schooling after a hiatus of long time. The lockdowns marred their entry into school for long, and now they are free to mingle with their friends. So let us begin our discussion. The first article of discussion is Women Tops Civil Services Exams. The three women or girls topping the civil services examination is a remarkable figure which have come after a long period. The first three ranks go to Shruti Sharma from Uttar Pradesh, Angita Agarwal from Kolkata, Gemini Singla from Punjab. According to the reports of the Ministry of Education, the survey of the enrollments to the higher education, women enroll into higher education at 27%, while men enter for higher education at 26%. However, only 27% of the women, or 177 positions out of 685 positions, go to women. The article discusses that women are better poised to understand the society. Initial years of their service is in villages where most women drop out of schools due to early marriage or absorbed into employment family reasons. Hence, women can only make a change in the rural society of India. It is apt that women becoming more and more Indian administrative services officers, so that starting from the rural population, a greater change of the India can be made, and that would only be possible if more and more women enter into civil services. The article thanks and expresses gratitude the first women administrative service officer, Anna Rajan Malhotra, who entered the IAS in 1951. The article also thanks C.B. Muthamma, who entered IFS in 1948. We must also thank Anita Kaul, who became the ambassador for child rights and which culminated in the Right to Education Act of 2009, which made it right for every child to have basic education. The article says the woman must come to the top of the bureaucratic services and most of the services so that a better country or a better India can be made with the intelligence and brilliance of our country's women. The next article to be discussed is Caution First. It refers to May 27 notification of the government asking citizens not to give photocopies of their Aadhaar to the places where it is demanded, especially the private parties. This notification was withdrawn because it created lots of hangama, lots of protests from various circles. The government also issued a clarification where it says that you should not download Aadhaar from the net centers and like. And it also is issued the advisory that only the masked Aadhaar should be given to the places where it is needed except the government services. What is a masked Aadhaar? Masked Aadhaar means out of the 12 digits, the first 8 digits will be blotted and only the 4 digits will be revealed. The last 4 digits will be revealed. However, this notification has been withdrawn because the government could not bear the protest from all circles. We all have given Aadhaar for various purposes, and most of the places Aadhaar has been demanded and we have also given. So, while in the midst of the sea, the 133 crores of Indians are owning Aadhaar. It must be necessarily implied that Aadhaar is not a proof of citizenry. Rather, it is a proof of identity. So we have given Aadhaar so various places, even the online platforms, and this notification has confused us a lot. Hence, the withdrawal is justified. Friends, the next article to be discussed is a judicial course that calls for introspection. The article is by a retired Madras High Court judge, which critically examines the exercise of Article 142 of the Constitution by the Supreme Court. There has been a row in Tamil Nadu over A.G. Perarivalan's release. The issue is that in 2018, the Tamil Nadu government had given a consultation to the governor of Tamil Nadu to pardon Perarivalan under Article 161 of the Constitution. 161 of the Constitution gives governor the right to pardon a convict for capital punishment. The Supreme Court, the constitutional bench of the Supreme Court, under Article 142 of the Constitution, exercised its right or power under the pretext of complete justice. The article says this calls for judicial introspection. Why such judicial introspection? Because the power of the governor is being interfered with. In the Constitution, there is a small confusion with regard to the time for which the governor can exercise his power to dwell on or decide on a question of law put forward by the Council of Ministers. There is no definite time limit which given in the Constitution. Hence, the matter was taken up to the top court for its intervention, and the Supreme Court went through the Section 302 of the IPC terming this case as similar to a murder case. We all know A.G. Perarivalan was involved in the Rajiv Gandhi assassination case. He bought the batteries which was fitted on the bomb which assassinated Rajiv Gandhi. Later on, CBI court held Perarivalan as not so much involved in the case, so that he did not understand the mechanism of the batteries. The next article is titled Shining Light on the Germany's Stand in the Ukraine War. As you all know, Germany, the federal government is a coalition of three parties: the Liberals, the Democrats, and the Green Party. All the parties are in favor of peace. We know that Germany possesses one of the weakest defense systems in the world now. Post Second World War, when Hitler was termed as the dictator and the most cruel of the humans, Germany has shed violence. The non-violent attitude of Germany has paved the way for Russians attacking Ukraine. No aid was given to Ukraine by Germany, terming the Gandhian attitude of the German administration. No party is in support of supporting violence in Germany. The article says that this is a very good motive, but when the danger is at or the doorsteps, we have to act. The Germany is sharing a peaceful friendship with Russia since Second World War. It is a member of the NATO also. However, Germany is always favoring the sugar candy approach, is what the article is on. Friends, now let us discuss the articles from the Businessline. The first article to be discussed is Still in the Woods. This has reference to the Q4 GDP, real GDP estimates released by the National Statistical Office. The National Statistical Office releases the advanced estimates as well as the provisional estimates. This is the provisional estimate which is coming. The article goes on to say that private consumption has improved, government expenditure has improved. However, the mining and manufacturing have suffered a setback. The real estate sector has suffered a setback, though the agricultural sector has shown a very great improvement at 4%. However, the monsoons are challenging for the agricultural sector for the coming quarter. The contact intensive sectors like tourism, the transport have not shown much progress. These are the factors which drive the economic slowdown, and the GDP has now come down to 4.1%. Still, the estimates are that the annual real GDP will be at 8.7%. The threat due to Omicron and Ukraine war have contributed largely on the low demand and the soaring oil prices, and therefore the lower GDP is the result. The article says that the editorial asks the government to step up the momentum of growth. It is right that government has reduced the fuel prices and the inflation targeting is going on. The RBI has revised the repo and the CRR rates. The article is always cautioning against the stagflation threat which is going. The next editorial article in the Businessline is Dollar and renminbi will drive global economy. We know the US dollar. What is renminbi? It is the official currency of China. In 2004, the Chinese government have liberalized the Chinese government way back in 2004 liberalized capital account convertibility. So renminbi is being convertible and exchangeable with major currencies of the world. The major currencies of the world are US dollar, euro, renminbi, Japanese yen, and pound sterling. The article is with reference to the International Monetary Fund's recent report on special drawing rights. Special drawing rights refer to the drawing rights of each country from the International Monetary Fund. In the International Monetary Fund, the special drawing rights are used by each country to withdraw from the International Monetary Fund. International Monetary Fund is the bank for all the countries member to it. So, the Chinese renminbi has come to the third position in the special drawing rights index. It comes after US dollar and the euro. And it is being very encouraging to see that renminbi has excelled very much in exports business. In exports, the exchange of renminbi, the exports turnover is mostly represented by renminbi after the US dollar and the euro. This is a very significant and remarkable achievement. However, the composition of special drawing rights, two of the compositions of the special drawing rights are the foreign exchange turnover and international debt securities. In such forums, that is the Financial Transactions Forum, the renminbi has not shown much improvement, is what the article says. The foreign exchange turnover is way behind most of the currencies, and the international debt securities, which were floated in Hong Kong by China some years back, that is trading at a very lower pace. Therefore, for China to improve its status in the special drawing rights, it has to focus on these two areas of the financial sector, that is the forex turnover and the international debt securities. What is forex turnover, my dear friends? The number of exchanges for which the renminbi stands in the international exchange market, forex exchange market, is what called as forex turnover. And the international debt securities is the securities floated by China in the international market. China has floated its debt securities in Hong Kong market. Such international debt securities are named dim sum bonds, and the dim sum bonds are being traded in the Hong Kong exchange market. So, on these two fronts, China has to look for improving its special drawing rights status. Friends, next article to be discussed is how to become self-sufficient in veg oils. This article draws out the lack of communication between the processing industry of food oils and the growers in Indian markets. The growers of vegetable oils, the oil seeds, are not consulted and the imports are going on like anything. The government does not have figure on how much demand for the processing industry is needed and how much to be imported. It is very much strange that the country is going on importing. The article says that soybean oil, rapeseed oil, this is not necessary. If we consult with the growers of sunflower, then soybean, all these problems will be solved and we could be self-sufficient. The lack of communication between the growers and the processing industry and the government must be filled. This communication gap must be filled. Is what the article is all about, my dear friends. Go through the article, it's a very interesting article. Friends, with the discussion of all these topics, I hope you are happy with the kind of articles being covered in the Businessline and the Hindu editorials and editorials. Kindly go through all the articles. I bid adieu for today. Tomorrow I will come with some more articles like this. Till then, bye.